Hey y'all, we back in here. I finally went ahead and seen this finale for Ultimate Girls Trip. I'm glad I did. Shout out to Debbie. Shout out to Deb because if she hadn't told me, I would have missed this, and I did not need to miss this. This was crazy. This was real crazy. So y'all get in here, please, and thank you. Get comfortable. Hit the like button. I don't know whether they sending out notifications or not. I seriously doubt that they are. I seriously doubt they sending out notifications. And y'all do something else for me. If y'all got other social media, share these videos so people will know we up in here. Straight up. Because y'all know how they treat me over here. They treat me bad. Especially if I tell the news at all, I really get shadow banned. So I never know when I'm shadow banned or when they just not sending out notifications. You know what I'm saying? This time, y'all, I actually did post 30 minutes in advance. I actually did. And you see what they did, right? You see what they did. That's all I'm going to say. So that's sometimes why I don't be behaving myself. Because like if I behave, then that's what they do to me. That's what they do. If I behave, that's what they do. They just won't do it. So I did the right thing. And then too, I heard that like if you go live a lot, they won't send out notifications. So it might be too also because I went live a little bit earlier today, and that could have something to do with it as well. Okay. So anything's possible. I ain't gonna just call foul play, but it do look a little foul. It do look a little foul. I'm gonna tell the truth. I don't think they really did send out no notifications. I don't. Now they could have, but I'm gonna just say I don't believe they did. I don't believe them. I just don't. And y'all, please hit the like button because, like, literally, it's like a real good 10, 11, 12, 13 of y'all just will not hit the like button. Please hit the like button and help me out. If you don't mind, please. Because like that means a lot to me. Like, I appreciate a super chat, super sticker, cash app, all that stuff. But if y'all can't do nothing else, please hit the like button. Like, that means so much to me. And get in here, get in here. Let me holler at everybody. And let's talk about this show. Because you know I'm going to give y'all the play-by-play, the foolishness and the buffale, who did it, who didn't do it, who was talking trash, who was not. And baby, when I tell you, if y'all ain't sick of Gizelle, I am. Now, that's all I'm going to say. If y'all are not sick of the Lord of the Rings, if y'all are not sick of Lord Saturn, I am sick of her. I am sick of Saturn, honey. Let's see who up in here. She Fancy. Hey, boo. Happy Friday. Good night, TGIF on. Emmy, what you doing? Okay, make the air come on. It's a little warm. Okay. All right, Debbie Garcia, this is the real MVP, y'all, because I really thought last week's episode was the last episode, and if it was not for this lovely lady right here, I would not have known, because the rest of y'all ain't told me nothing. Nacho Twins Mama, how you doing? Kia Coco Pop in the house. Hello, hello, hello. We got Cool Gamer in the building. Always cool, always hanging with us on the porch. Dialogue Sisters, how you doing, girl? What's going down? That Key Marie. Hey, boo. Still working, but can't wait to hear your point of view, girl. Like, you know, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it. I gotta tell you what's going on. They really tripping this time. Alita, my sis, slid up in here with us. I know she working, but I'm glad she made out a little time to hang with her sisters. We got Kai. There go my bookie. How are you? I'm glad you're here. We got to talk about your friend, honey. We got to talk about your friend. Hey, Mr. James. Yeah, we got to talk about your friend, Gizelle. You got your notification. Thank you. So at least, okay, LL got her notification. Okay, so that's cool. That's cool. At least y'all getting them, because I never know. And thank you for letting me know, y'all. I appreciate that. Yvette, all the way from Birmingham, UK. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so happy. You just finished watching in time. Okay, cool beans. That's what I'm talking about. As long as y'all get notifications, I feel real good about that, because I never know what they're doing. Hey, Nacho Twins Mama, y'all. She said hit the like button. Red Majestic Diva is in the house. Hey, lady. How are you? Debbie, I'm sick of her. I'm real sick of that heifer. And I'm tired of that baby doll wig she keep putting on. The girls don't even wear wigs like that no more. You can't even see that part. It's like it alludes to the fact that there might be a part there. If you're going to be that dedicated to wearing wigs, learn how to put the wigs on like the girls put the wigs on. You look crazy. You say you ain't watched it because of next, child. Well, that heifer, ooh, girl, you ain't missed a lot. Well, you kind of did, but she was really aggravating. Hey, Cheryl Persons, what's up, sis? Dana Cutlass in the house. Steelers Nation, Miss Black and Yellow. I know that's right. Debbie, what you say? I was wondering, you ain't say nothing about the finale. Girl, I'm so glad you said something. That should let you know how tossed up my brain is right now, y'all. I be like, I've been working hard and doing a lot. And if a lot of times, a little reminder helps. A little reminder helps. Miss Thelma. Okay. Okay, even her wigs got rings. You sure right. And you shady, girl. I like it. You got notified finally. Yes. Queena in the house. I know that's right. Hey, Southern Ivy. I ain't watched the finale yet, but I'm going to get the Tito. Don't worry. You know your girl going to pull it up. I'm going to tell you exactly what them heifers did, honey. Oh, yes. You leave my Debbie alone. She got a hall pass. She can say anything she wants to, because we wouldn't even be on here if she hadn't told me that I had missed that finale, because I'm telling you, I did not know. I did not know at all. And let me say this before we get into the finale. Y'all, I don't do a lot of mental health check-ins, but I've really been working a lot. I've been super busy. I've been focusing on a lot of things that I need to get completed. You know what I mean? So it's like I have clients, I have people that need things done, and I've been focusing on getting things completed. That's been really important. And then I've been molting in a way, right? And don't y'all laugh at me, because we're going to talk about housewives, but I'm going to say this first. Like, I know other people don't do this, but this is my thing. I call it molting. I will go through a period of time where people who really kind of, I've had questions, but I'm not really sure about their motives and different things like that. You know, I go through periods of time where those people just kind of fall off. You know how a bird will molt and the feathers come off? I've been molting. Like there's some people who have really been just falling off of me. And I'm glad, like I had to go through that period. Like I literally had somebody catch an attitude because I needed to take time to myself. And I really wasn't sitting on the phone and showed me their true colors. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I've been really kind of out of zone. That's why, you know, like I said, I mentioned that before. When I need time, I'm taking time. And I don't really care how that looks to nobody. And to be honest, I hope y'all are doing the same thing. Sometimes when you need time, take time. Fall back, regroup, get your mental health on par, and then come back at it 100%. Sometimes you just got to do that because I feel like the people who mean you well and the people who care anything about you, the last thing they're going to be is offended because you need to take time to look after your mental health. So real talk, if y'all got to do it, do it. Because I'm telling you right now, if I got to check and make sure that, look, in order for Seanitra to be okay, Seanitra going to take 3 or 4, 5 or 16, 17 steps back. That's what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? And what's so funny is the person that did that, it's not even somebody that'll call me on the regular. Like I ain't heard from them as long as they ain't heard from me. And then when I went to check on them, child had a whole attitude. I say, ooh, I say, you better go ahead and show me who you are, baby, because I already done gave you the side eye 2 or 3 times. But go ahead and show me who you are now. And I was so grateful. Like it was kind of a shocker because y'all know normally I can see stuff before it hit. It was kind of a shocker, but not much because I still kind of was like, okay. So there you go. But like I told y'all, the girl is back and I'm paying attention to everything. And thank you to Debbie Garcia for being a real one and looking out for me. Let me know, girl, you missed. You missed, girl. I'm glad. I'm just so glad. And thank you, Leah. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes bad people just got to fall off. And sometimes bad people try to disguise themselves as good people. They try to disguise themselves as people that care so much about you. They might even do 1 or 2 things for you to make you think that it's legit. But if you really sit there and count up the cost, you really see that they ain't really doing that much. And they only seem real happy when you going through something. You know what I mean? And some of y'all might know some people like that. They only real happy when you going through something. When they see you kind of chilling and you ain't catching a lot of hell, they don't seem so happy at all. David said, you do you, my sister, take on a lot of toxic things when you review these shows. You need to clean your house and spirit. That's true. And then too, when I open up these rooms and we in here talking and stuff, we get a lot of laughs, but whether y'all know it or not, every now and then people come through with bad energy. Whether y'all can dig it or not, some of those people that don't even talk, their energy still just radiates. It radiates. And like a lot of the stuff that's been going on social media lately, especially on YouTube, the energy is just bad and people rolling around with their bad energy and they bring it and drop it on you. And sometimes you just got to fall back. You know what I'm saying? Cheryl say some people drain energy. Your presence around them helps them. I go through a lot. I go through that a lot. Take care of you. You deserve it. Yep, you do too, sis. Always look out for your health. Make sure that you are not about to crack up to make somebody else comfortable. Deborah Harris. Yes, girl, I'm back. That's right. You got to take care of yourself. Even them people you take care of. If you don't take care of yourself, who gonna be there to take care of them? Hey, Bitter T. Okay? It be like that sometimes. Like literally, I sat down and thought about this thing. I said, wait a minute. This person done low-key lied on me before. And I kind of let it slide because I kind of understood why they did it. And I let it go. And y'all know that ain't like me. Somebody lie on me. Y'all know my first instinct is to run for the hills. Then, you know, I've done work for this person, ain't charged them nothing plenty of times, drove them around, ain't never asked for a dime of gas money, like literally have jumped through a lot of hoops. And I'm like, so you mad because you ain't heard from me, but I also ain't heard from you? I said, wait a minute, Nitra. Did you forget who the hell you are? Girl, please. When I tell you, I say, you know what? Let me wipe the dust from my foot. Because somebody mad, but they ain't mad about what they say they mad about. It looked like that person mad because I'm not really stressed like I used to be. Some people, let me just say this before we get to this review. I hope y'all know it's some people in your life, they only there to watch you suffer. They only feel good when you're suffering. for one reason or another, and they can give you advice and feel like, their life is a little bit better. Debbie Garcia, thank you so much for the Cash App, sis. I appreciate that. That is so sweet. Let me send my heart back. But I'm for real. Y'all, there are people who only are around you because when you're going through things, they get to feel like a superior person. They get to feel like, oh, well, I'm here to give this person advice, or I'm here to I'm giving them guidance or whatever. And real rap, they don't want to see you do no better. Oh, Debbie Garcia been here 8 months. Thank you, sis, for being here, and congratulations on being here for 8 months. We love you. We appreciate you. And honey, when you not suffering, you not struggling, your prayers level up. Because let me tell you something, y'all. When your prayers level up, your life level up. As your prayers level up, your stress level go down. You deal with stuff different. You handle it different. You hustle different. And some people don't want to see you with less stress. Because when your life got less stress, guess what? They don't get to feel so special about themselves. They don't get to feel like, they hanging something over your head. I hope y'all know this, because I don't want to go too far. That's why I stopped them crown chats, because people literally was jacking my words, even on YouTube, and repeating it wrong with bad intentions, and that was irritating me. But that's neither here nor there. But I'm going to say this real quick. There are some people that only like you when they doing better than you. There are some people that only like you when they doing better than you. If you start to move in such a way that you peaceful with your life, you might not have everything, but you comfortable. Your belly is full. Your children are safe. Ain't none of your babies disgraced you. The man God gave you acting like he got some sense. All your hair is growing. Your teeth is still in your mouth, and you got all your edges. Your belly is not bigger than your booty. All them little things like that. Some people don't like that. When they start seeing you actually getting comfortable, not stressing, and all you doing is praying and drinking your water, some people don't like that. So I don't know who needed to hear that today, but I want you to understand, when it gets like that, it's time for you to molt. Let them feathers fall off, because all they gonna do is hold you back. You better drop them off. I'm just saying. God's anointed daughter say we try to give people second chances, and sometimes it stings us in the end. Baby, she didn't get a chance to sting me, but when I tell you I saw it, I saw it then, and I was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really just gonna lie on me like that? And it was like, oh, I just did that because I wanted him to think blase squaze, lying to her husband on me. And I let it go. Y'all know I don't let stuff like that go, but that's just to show you how much love was there. I overlooked some stuff. And baby, it's like when that floodlight, when the spotlight is on it, you just sitting there like, I saw that. Hey, DT. That's right. Now, y'all, I'm a hush. I'm going to get on into this here, but I just felt like I needed to share that with somebody, because somebody might be going through the same thing. Y'all know how I am. You never know what people going through. Bitter T say, been through too much for too long to replicate that dynamic in my friendships too. Yeah, not doing it. Nope. God's anointed daughter say, I learned to love him from a distance. I can't sacrifice my peace. I can't give away not even a teaspoon of it. Not a teaspoon. I can't do it. Cannot, will not. Right. That's one thing I'm grateful for. My discernment is never raggedy. It's never raggedy. You always get that spidey sense, y'all. You always get that feeling. You always get that feeling. Yep. Grow new people. Sometimes you meet wonderful people and you overlook them because you hanging on to some dead weight. And sometimes you got to shake that mess off. Sometimes you got to shake it off. Okay. My friend texted me on the phone. I didn't even say nothing really to it. I just was like, all right, I feel you, boy. I feel you. And let it go. I was like, I guess you shot. Guess you told me, child. Mm-hmm. Yes. It's a new feather season here. Okay. All that dead weight gotta go. Child, let them fall off. Grow some new ones. You see, this is A. Didn't get her notification. Check your notification bell. This is A. And like when you hit the notification bell, make sure that all is clicked. See if the word all is clicked, and then you'll know. Okay. Girl, yeah, she did that. I gave her a ride somewhere, and matter of fact, I wasn't even gonna go that night. I went with her because she wanted to go, and her husband ain't want to go. So I went with her, and she was so busy thinking he was cheating. She lied on me and lied and told that man I left her there and everything. I said, "Wow," you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I felt some type of way, but I let it go. I said, "Okay, well, maybe because she explained I just did that because I want to know what he was doing." I just, I don't really agree with lying. I don't care what the reason is. And I didn't really like it, but I let it go. And then it was a couple of other little incidents that took place, and I'm overlooking and over. I said, And so when that happened, it's like, oh, I'm so upset because you ain't called me. And I'm looking at my phone like, girl, you ain't called me either. I say, okay, and went on about my business. And I say, and that's just one example. I've had some other, bad feathers just fall off. Honey, we had some feathers fall off. Honey, telling lies, playing games, pulling stunts. And I said, let them fall. Let them fall. People always expose themselves. And speaking of exposing themselves, we finna get into this show because there was some expositions. And I know, I trust me, I do realize that is not the proper application of that word, but there was some exposing, okay, that went on this show. Some things that happened and went down. Candace is over there dropping napalm, C4, nuclear arsenal, like just kaboom, like placacal. Like, I'm like, Lord, y'all better leave Candace alone, namely you, Gizelle, because I'm telling you, if that girl tell any more of your dirt, I don't know how comfortable any of us are going to be watching Potomac. I'm just saying, I don't know how comfortable we going to get watching Potomac. The way Candace over there dropping bombs on people's heads and stuff. Okay? So listen. They start off this thing, this whole situation with the finale, with Marysol saying she need therapy. Like, this whole thing stressing her out. Gizelle is in the pool with the skinny cousin from Salt Lake City, Whitney, talking bad about the fat cousin, about Heather. And you great job setting everything up. But Heather, she didn't get on that pole. Is she doing that just because she here? And so the girl was like, that girl has never touched my pole. She's never touched my pole. So she had to kind of drop that. But it was just the idea, like, all she do is go around trying to spread negativity, nastiness, pick fights. Yeah, Candace was definitely not playing with them ladies the whole time. The beautiful Bianca Edwards. There she is, y'all. She said, hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. Help me out, please. Matter of fact, let me check the likes before I go any further, because it was some stuff went on. And even if you watched it, y'all know y'all might not have caught it the way I caught it, because y'all know I catch everything. But before I go another further, we still short like 10 likes. Okay, I'm just letting you know. I ain't complaining, but I'm just saying we still short like 10 likes. Okay, now I wouldn't do y'all like that. Please don't do me like that. But that went on. Then Gizelle's talking to Pepsi and telling him to go and enlarge a picture. Hey, Tiger Eye Oracle, enlarge a picture of that cheap goddamn tequila. I'm so sick of hearing about that cheap tequila. I don't know what to do with myself. Like, I have legit had it hearing about that cheap tequila. Like, it don't even make no sense. Thank you. Y'all hit the like button. So she wanted him to enlarge a picture. They talking about the dinner. The lunchtime gonna be at the Lotus Blossom, the Lotus Pond, and then dinner that the people gonna be bringing out the dresses and stuff. And she said she wanted it to be a secret. Pepsi was like, all right, cool, or whatever. So Leah's still at the hospital on IV. Child, turns out this heifer had some type of viral infection. So she probably got that out the water. When we guessed that Leah might have gotten some type of virus or parasite or something in the drinking water, it probably was the drinking water, or it could have been the ice. Because sometimes, like, you might drink bottled water, but like, let's just say you go somewhere and you get a cocktail. What if the ice ain't filtered? You know what I mean? Or what if there was a piece of fruit in your cocktail that wasn't exactly right? It could have been anything that child ate or drank while she was over there. So You know, in my opinion, Leah is kind of exonerated from being like fake sick. I think she really was sick. Okay. Say, did you call Whimpering Whitney the skinny clear girl cousin? Yes, the skinny cousin. You got the skinny cousin and the fat cousin from Salt Lake City. You know, I don't know these girls like that. That's I have you. If y'all haven't noticed, I have a way of giving people names. It's not being mean. Like it may sound crazy, but initially, when I see people or I'm learning these characters, I give people names so I can remember them. Now I've gotten to where I know the skinny one is Whitney and the fat one is Heather. But at first, and even now, sometimes I get them mixed up. But that's my way of remembering people. I will give you a name. That's how Gizelle became Gizzard like 3 years ago. I started saying that because I kept messing up her name. And I remember her real good because of her eye color, like the faces she made, the bad hair, the bad clothes. But it was like, okay, the neck is the most memorable. I call her Gizzard. Okay. At first, Robin was Jake from State Farm. That's the girl that looked like a middle-aged white dude. So it's like I remembered her like that. Candace, I started calling her Secret Squirrel because she kept painting her face up with squirrel paint. So it's like that's my way of kind of like tagging people because when I make notes, if y'all seen my notes, y'all would cry laughing at me. There's almost no real names in these notes. Like it's literally whatever you look like to me or whatever I can use to identify you the quickest. So y'all forgive me for that, but that's just my habit. That's why I laugh when I hear people like reusing names I gave people. And I be like, do y'all realize why I call that girl that? But then again, I just, it's fun. It's fun. But it really is all in fun. But anyway, so Portia was up there talking to Pepsi and are we stressing you out? And he's telling her about the lotus palm and the fact that people gonna bring gowns for them for dinner. Portia telling him we gonna get you a wife. Portia, you just did get you another husband. Stop trying to get Pepsi married off with your little fake self. Get you something to do. So then you got the Salt Lake City cousins and Candace on the Sprinter. Candace, and Whitney, I guess they started bonding after they smoked the reefer together. You say you sure did. Yes. Like I always remember what I call people. That's why I call them that. It's so I can remember them. That's why when I hear somebody else say it, I know you repeating behind me because I know when I started calling people that and I know why I started calling them that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a method behind my madness. I'm not just crazy for fun. Like the crazy stuff I say, I promise you every bit of it has a reason. But they on the Sprinter. Candace and Whitney, after they done smoked the reefer together, they done sat up there and smoked the devil's lettuce. And they bonding, the fat cousin in the back talking about she feel like a third wheel. Oh, it don't bother me. I feel forgotten. Like, obviously it does bother you that they up there bonding because they both was like, they were surprised they liked each other because Whitney had done said some slick stuff about Candace before she ever met her. Then after you meet her, y'all hanging out, bonding and smoking the devil's lettuce. That's why you shouldn't just be judging people. You know what I'm saying? Yes, them clear folks, it took off real bad. Now I'm hearing everybody calling people clear people. I say, have mercy. Ask them why they call them clear and see what they tell you. Because it's the reason why I call them that. Bitter T say, if the shoe fits, have mercy. DT say, see, that's why I give them nicknames too to remember who they are. Right. But your nicknames be rough, DT. I give them lightweight nicknames. You give them nicknames like a boulder. Just drop it in their head. You know you a gangster with the nicknames, DT. This is a say, yeah, the nicknames are funny. Megamind, Lord of the Rings, etc. Yeah, that's my way. Like to recall their faces and everything real fast. David said, I noticed you said that about them vans. Yes, remember, like the vans that they have, you have the fun van and the miserable van. And literally, Candace is always on this trip on the fun van. Elle say, why do you call them clear people? Well, Elle, I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you why I say clear, right? And it's not me being mean or funny or anything. I say clear because I can see your veins through your skin. That means your skin is clear. It is not white. It is clear. If I upset you and blood rushes to your capillaries, your face turns red, that means I can see your blood through your skin because your skin is clear. If you are hyperthermic and you start to become cyanotic because you're not getting enough oxygen, I can see the blue through your skin. That's why I call them clear, because I can see everything through their skin. I feel like calling people white is kind of rude. Their skin is clearly not white, it's clear. That's why I call them that. So when people start calling people clear, like, ask them why you calling them that. You know what I'm saying? There's a real reason why I say that. It's not me being mean or funny or tongue in cheek. I'm being, like, in my mind, logical. Like, in my brain, that's logical. Yeah, DT is ruthless with the names. Absolutely ruthless. I mean, Lord have mercy. I hope DT don't give me no name other than his big sister that he loves more than anybody in the world. That's the only name I want. David say Candace Van is the fun van, enjoying the trip, and the other one is drama. Yeah, just angry. And then say my dad just like you with a name for everybody. Yes, you know, that's just my way. That's my way. Even if I like you, I'm gonna give you a name. Mr. James said, I figured that's why you say clear. That's exactly why I say clear. That's what it is. It's not even me being mean. Seanitra calls them the clear people. I call them the cream cheese cracker people. See? Ruthless. Ruthless. That's what I'm saying. You's a gangster. You are a gangster. That's what I'm saying. Straight gangster. So Marysol was in the van, in the angry and bitter van. I guess that's the only thing we can call it. The angry and the bitter van. And they're sitting over there in the angry and bitter van, child, and she was talking about, oh, I feel like, you know, the Miami cast is great. It's great casting, and 4 of us originals are there. And Alexandria was like, no, they did an awful job casting. That's why we was off the air for 8 seasons. Casting sucks. And, you know, then she's talking about, she flipped it. Like, she went from something that was that benign, like that was such a benign conversation, it shouldn't have went there. Hey, DS. Next thing you know, she going off on Marysol on Drinky Crow, talking about well, what I don't like is when we on the show, I'm fighting all 8 girls by myself. Why are you fighting everybody? Can we explore that instead of being angry because this girl is not helping you fight people? Why are you fighting people? Like, can you answer that first? Okay, I've never watched the show, but if something tells me you don't need to be fighting everybody. They even showed clips of her like saying rude stuff to Marysol, and she supposed to be her friend, honey. Alexia is a hot mess. I say, I already knew I didn't want to watch Miami, but I really see I don't want to watch it now. So anyway, y'all, they make it to the Lotus Pond for lunch. They at the Lotus Pond for lunch. And the fat girl was starting to get on my nerves. The Heather was starting to get on my nerves from Salt Lake City, because she's like, oh, I thought everything was gonna be green and pretty like this, and really it's like the armpit. Like, girl, what the hell? Well, how you got nerve calling something an armpit? You are from Salt Lake City, the land of nothing and polygamy. And I mean the land of nothing and polygamy. You sitting up here looking like the armpit or the inside of somebody's stomach. Okay, now I was feeling bad for her that people was picking on her roly-poly behind, sitting up there looking like a bag of just sausage casing filled with lard. But now you got the nerve to be in these people country talking about it's the armpit. Madam, I'm good on you. I'm good on you. I didn't even, you know what? I feel bad. I feel bad that I didn't even clown her. The fact that last episode she up there in a Fendi stretchy sweater outfit in Thailand, because literally that was probably the only thing at Fendi you could get to wrap around your big tail. See, I didn't even go for you. I didn't even go for you. Sitting up there looking like you got cheese curds in your thigh, huge dents, ripples, and potholes, and you sitting up here calling them people country a armpit, when you could have stayed your funky, pale, sour-looking tail in Salt Lake City, the land of nothing and polygamy. Elle say, right, she needs anger management classes before she get arrested. Talking about Alexia, she looked like she needs something, and why is her mouth stretched like Mick Jagger? I have so many questions. A Vixen Forever say Alexia is a rabbit chihuahua. She looked like one. Yo Caro Taco Bell. Yolanda say Alexia is a narcissist and needs a good read. She do, but that's why they don't put real girls on them shows, because they know one of us will mess around and give it to her. That's exactly why they made Miami the real immigrants of Miami, because it was not the housewives. DT say the reason, in my opinion, the Miami households didn't air for 8 seasons is because the cast dynamics was always horrible, and it looks like it. And it looks like it. Mm-hmm. You say Heather is Kim. Even Kim Zolciak don't look like lard in a sausage casing. You say she look inbred. Have mercy. Heather is Trailer Park. She definitely does give Trailer Park Barbie. She does. DT say every time I see Heather, I always sing "Hungry Hungry Hippo." I always clown that lady who's a walking third wheel, looking like butter and mold with mold growing on it. Have mercy. Say who wears sweaters in Thailand? It's hot there. Well, that big heifer had it on. That was sweater material, cable knit material, but it was Fendi. And I feel like she did that because that was the only thing that was going to get around her, was something with a whole lot of stretch. Now, I was trying not to go there on her, but I just thought that was horribly offensive. And how dare you? And who gave you the right to go to somebody's country and call it an armpit when you could have stayed your stank behind, like I said, in Salt Lake City, the land of polygamy and nothing. That's where you could have stayed. But anyway, I'm gonna let her off the hook for now because we got other things to talk about. So Portia tell the girls to do a little runway exercise. So they on the runway, trying to switch and stuff. Gizelle doing whatever the hell that was, waving her shirt back and forth. I'm not sure what it was. Everybody else was having fun. They sat down to get drinks, and Marysol, of course, had to get her a screwdriver. Miss Thing lives on vodka and orange juice. I think if you cut her, hell, if a mosquito bite her, the mosquito is gonna get a DUI. Like, it's real bad. That lady gonna drink that screwdriver. She tried to pull that. Well, I think we already did this, but who did you think you wasn't gonna like based on the show or whatever? Alexia jumped in to get on her again. We already did that. You drinking too much. I'm like, why are you attacking your friend in front of these people though? What's wrong with you? It's giving me Marysol is a doormat and Alexia is a bully. Now, I ain't never watched that show, but it's starting to look like that. It's starting to look like that. King St. Cara say, right, because Heavenly is the real Miami. Yes, she is. I might not like that heifer, but she is the real Miami. And them tramps right there are not. Yolanda say, Alexia, wide-eyed cyclops looking nut. I'm more concerned with why her mouth is giving me big mouth bass. I'm more concerned with that. It's giving me lake trout. Queen will say it's too early in the day to be cutting up. My bad. I'm gonna behave. Alexia looked like a nuclear waste on a river. Not a river. Oh, child, y'all cold. Heather linebacker looking self don't know nice environment. She from Salt Lake City. Like, that's all I'm saying. You're from Salt Lake City. And you had the nerve to go to someone else's country and call it an armpit. You say that was a grandma move for Nick. Oh, waving that shirt back and forth. All right now. I wouldn't know. Both of my grandmothers were ladylike. One was a mean lady, one was a nice lady, but they were both ladies. Okay, Peanut is in the chat, y'all. She say hit the like button for her mama, please. DT say Gizelle looked like bread dough that didn't rise. Child, that's the fat cousin that looked like sourdough. Heavy on the sour. Debbie said, yes, I thought she looked like a bass fish with big lips. She does. It's definitely giving Mick Jagger. Wasn't Mick Jagger on that song Dancing in the Street? It's like I almost can see her doing Dancing in the Street. She looked like an old Mick Jagger. She don't look like a young Mick Jagger. She looked like the old Mick Jagger with the lines in his face and everything. Everything. Hey, Nicole. Nicole said, did y'all see that extra hanging skin on Alexia's arms? Child, we seen all that leather. Red, yellow, leather, yellow. How do you do it? The talking exercise. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Yes, I saw the leather. Hey, Queen Maweet. Londa say Marysol was Alexia's sidekick on Miami when she teamed up with Laris Ho and attacked Dr. Nicole Martin out of jealousy, and now Alexia attacking her. Well, that thing, I mean, if we're going to be honest, Alexia looks like she bites people. So Marysol should have known better. Say she needed a new surgery. Do they have one where you can just cut a hole in the back of her and just hook it up to a vacuum cleaner and just suck all the meat to the back, like, or something like that? Because she's, it's getting a little baggy. So I was about to say, in Salt Lake City country, girl, country as a ketchup and mustard sandwich, and she over there calling somebody's land a place is pretty and is diverse and as colorful as Thailand, the armpit. You say she got barbecue pork chop arms. Listen, don't y'all ever try to roast me, because I see what kind of people y'all are. Y'all rough. King Sankara say, to be honest, outside of the black girls, everything on there looks strange. And you're right. And you listen, when you're right, you're right. Not even surgeries can save Armadillo Alexia. I don't know what they can do to help her, baby. I don't know. Maybe. Lord Marie said, we about to get her fired. We gonna stop. Y'all stop now. Y'all gonna get Marie fired. She told y'all. See, Marie, I'm telling them to stop. It's not me. Londa said, not enough irons could iron out the wrinkles in Alexia's neck. Her and Gizelle need to have a neck competition. Now, you know how little girls braid each other hair. Maybe they could get a steamer and steam out each other's wrinkles. That's what they could do. But anyway, we gonna get them girls a break, honey. So anyway, Pepsi brings out this big picture of that got doggone cheap bottle of tequila. Barely $100. And Gizelle ain't shut up yet. Barely $100, and she ain't shut up yet. I am sick and tired. I is tired. I've had it. So she talking about my game is called Court in Session. That ain't no game. That's just you ruining everybody's fun as usual. This heifer, she looks and acts like a wet blanket. Everything about Gizelle gives a wet blanket. Her face, her neck, the top of her chest, her attitude, her voice, wet blanket. Even that dust mop on top of her head, it gives wet blanket. Oh my gosh. I ain't never ever. I always feel bad when I got to give men the permission to cheat. But God darn it, J-Mal is not to be blamed. Now that's all I'm going to say. If he had to live with that, J-Mal is not to be blamed. Y'all leave J-Mal alone. Because what would you do if you was in his position? You'd have did the same thing. That lady is horrible. So she talking about Jen Shaw style. If y'all want to confess, you can at any time. How is that Jen Shaw style? Why you bringing up that lady's name? What the hell her court case got to do with you? Is you one of the old people she was scamming? I have so many questions. Why are you so obsessed with this lady? Is it that because even with her legal trouble or whatever, she's still more interested in you? What's wrong with you? Lord of the Rings, what is your problem, man? What is wrong with you? DT says she like a sour cream pie. And do. King Sankara say wet blanket and the smell, oh my. I'm trying to told you. Nick is childish and tacky. Yes, and not fun, just miserable. Hey, DV, I'm glad you made it. Did I tell you I like that butterfly? Yolanda say it's giving past the holy whore a pat. I am. DT say Gizelle worried about the bottle because it's where she keep her soul. Bitter tea. I'ma send you to the corner. You got 30 seconds in the reflection corner for that comment. Because I didn't even see that coming. I didn't. You take 30 seconds and think that over. Oh my goodness. Where's my fan? Y'all, Bitter tea done gave me hot flashes. Where's my fan? Here it go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I gotta cool off. So anyway, then she gonna call on Portia like, you want to give a witness statement. So she was like, well, I searched Heather's room and it was nothing in there. And I'm laughing. I'm like, oh, whatever. So she claims she searched Heather's room. There's nothing in Heather's room. Marysol and Alexia, they live together. They let people search. And Candace said he had said that we could, and then we got back and she said hell no. I said good for her. I'm glad she said hell no. I was glad the girl told her hell no. David Garcia said Rings brought up Jen almost every episode. I'm telling you, she's such a loser. Like, there's no other word for her, loser. Like, you basically letting the world know that you're not interested. You know you're not interested. And so you got to invoke somebody else's name to get attention because you are a Loser. Lord, my friend on the phone say Gizelle is giving Fraggle Rock. She could be a Fraggle, but the Fraggles was cool though. Fraggles was real cool dudes. But yeah, again, no storyline. Bitter T said, I'll go down for it. Well, you did your time. You are a reformed U.S. citizen right now. Okay, you a new person. King said, Carr said, the problem with Gizelle is she does not have personality. She depended on her looks and those died early. Baby, look like somebody took a hit out on them looks. Look like somebody paid for a hit with food stamps on them looks. They gone. Them gone. Okay? Lord have mercy. Mimi, the head sniper, has entered the doggone chat. And y'all see how Mimi come in the room. Mimi just kicks in the door. Just kick in the door. She don't even give you time to acclimatate yourself. I know acclimatating ain't no word, but you can't even get ready before Mimi just two-piece you in your throat. She say, it's the Lord. Have mercy. Londa say, if you remember back to season 7 on Potomac in Miami at the beach, when them sour grapes was twerking, girl, I was trying to repress that memory. That's what they call it in psychiatry. You got to repress stuff. You got to repress stuff. It's the repression for me. I needed it. I needed the repression. I didn't need to remember that. Oh, but I can count on my sisters. Y'all gonna make me remember some stuff. But anyway, then, you know, her and Candace went back and forth, and Candace was like, hell no, because you was being rude. And then, of course, Gizelle was like, well, you know, it was important to me. And Candace had a good point. Just because something was important to you, it don't mean that you got a right to go around accusing people that are your friends of being thieves. Like, that's not cool. And so she said something. Candace was like, you can take that bottle and put it up your booty hole and fly home. I said, oh my. Candace really had it with her, and they went back and forth a little bit. And Portia tried to jump in. Portia was really getting on my nerves, y'all. Portia has really worked my nerves this trip here. She kept trying to jump in. The server showed up, everybody getting their drinks, and she talking about, we gonna pause the game. Girl, whether you pause it or not, them people getting their drinks, they don't really care what you're talking about. Talking about if that bottle was black, you so terrible. Mimi, I love you. That's all I can say. I love Mimi. Lana said that turkey reminded me of how one moves when they constipate. Ooh, it did look a little awkward and uncomfortable and nasty. But anyway, so then Gizelle was like, you know, I lost sleep over this. Pepsi lost sleep over this, and that really hurts me. You and Portia nasty behinds was up there picking on that man for being upset. Candace and Leah apologized to him, and y'all picked on him, laughed at him actually for being upset. Now you sitting your fake crepe paper looking behind up there talking about some goddamn he lost sleep and that hurt you. I don't believe you. You are a lying hussy as always. Okay. Then Alexia tried to play the word game talking about, well, you know, we don't have enough evidence to convict Candace of anything. And so when the other Whitney was like, the little skinny cousin was like, well, I don't believe she did that. Lex was like, well, I'm not saying that. We just don't have no evidence. So Candace was like, you believe I stole something? No, I'm not saying that either. Girl, what you are doing is trying to kiss Gizelle and Portia behind because you scary as hell. But you can pick on your friend, but you scared of these women because they trying to play the big bad black mean girls, and we gonna bully you. And you a punk and you folded. So then Portia was like, well, I do have my doubts about Candace. Portia, shut the hell up, please. Eat something. Eat something. Just work on keeping your booty big. Just eat something. That's all you know how to do. Eat and drink. And twerk. Stick to eating, drinking, and twerking. Just sit over there and be pretty, eat, drink, and twerk. That's it. Because Portia's getting on my nerves this whole trip, y'all. She's worked my last nerve. So Gizelle was like, I feel like Candace is guilty. And so she was like, girl, ain't nobody no thief. She's like, your mama's a thief. Okay? And I'm not mad at her for that. Your mammy might be a thief. So anyway, So they, went back and forth, and then here come Portia again, where y'all just got to agree to disagree. Y'all not supposed to. This ain't nothing to lose friends over. Girl, somebody call you a thief. That is definitely something to lose friends over. This is why I said Nene shouldn't have never had nothing to do with Portia funky behind again, because this right here is indicative of the fact that you think it's okay to do certain stuff to people and they supposed to still be your friend. Hey, Crip. Ooh, not Alexia looking like a Komodo dragon. Stop now. So you so crazy. But anyway, and she was like, y'all did come here as friends, and that bottle, ain't no way that bottle, did y'all friendship in. Candace was like, the bottle kind of did. It kind of did. Because Candace said that she was gonna try to come in there on a different foot with her. Because you gotta remember, Candace had not watched that season back yet. See, at the end of everything, before she watched that season back, she was like, because they said that she spoke to her in Mexico. She finally spoke to her in Mexico. Okay. She was going to try to be like, I'm going to deal with her. I don't really like her, but I'm going to try to deal with her. We can be cordial or whatever. So I guess for Candace, it was like, girl, this is the last straw. Now you up here trying to call me a thief. Absolutely not. Elle say, Portia been annoying. Her voice irks my skin. It's like listening to a cat in heat. Oh my God, not a cat in heat. Have mercy. Londa say, Portia, the same Portia who thought there was 265 days in a year. Someone speak to her in Thailand, not English. Well, maybe that's what it is, a language barrier. What I miss? Who from Mulan? Say, as I repeated, I'm Team Portia, but dang, she pissed me off. She sure pissed me off. Sure pissed me off. I'm over her. I'm completely over her after this. So anyway, Candace was like, girl, it's hard to trust you. And she went to crying. Every little thing, she just turned to a bag of water. She was like, it's hard to trust you. She said, I have been your friend. I have watched you make up lies on so many people. And I was waiting for you to come to me. I said, kaboom. God darn Candace. Now, it's one thing for Candace to say that behind her back. This time, Candace told her to her face, I done watched you make up lies on so many. I say, wait, not so many lies. I said, where's Johnny Taylor when you need him? She running out of lies, getting hard to make up an alibi. Maybe that's why we done slid all the way down to tequila bottles. At this point, y'all, I think Gizelle running out of lies. I think she done told all the lies she can tell, and that's why now it's done got all the way down to tequila bottles. She ain't got no more lies to tell. Ain't a lie left. Ain't nothing left now but tequila bottles. That next, because she knows she better not say nobody stole her drawers. She better not say that. She know better. But when she dropped that bomb, I say, ooh, I felt that. And I think Gizelle felt it too, because Gizelle ain't had too much more smoke after that either. Okay? Then Marysol said, now this is what really got me. Marysol had something taken that actually had value, because she said she was like a coffee line she had tried to do with her mama. It didn't really go nowhere, but it still had sentimental value. And say she brought half of the last case she had to give it away as gifts. And all that coffee came up missing. Now, I ain't trying to be funny, but I believe them people that was cleaning up stole that coffee, because nobody else would have stole that coffee. I believe them people that worked there stole that coffee, or maybe they took it and was trying to like use it for them in the morning. Maybe they thought this was the coffee they wanted to drink in the mornings. Ain't no telling what happened, but clearly somebody stole that. If that girl had that much coffee and all of the coffee came up missing, somebody stole it. That was very mean and very nasty. But the fact that this was something she did with her mama that had like real value, and she didn't show her behind. She didn't act up. She didn't act nasty. She didn't go around calling her housemates thieves, because she probably realized it was probably somebody work there that took that coffee, because it had to be somebody who was able to get off of set and go home at night and carry it and put it in their house. Because something that's like that big of a package, everybody would have seen it. Debbie says she want to ring that bell with her nasty cry. Ooh, have mercy. Y'all, wow. I think, well, yes and no. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. Said she wanted to set that thing on fire with her hot box. Lord, y'all so terrible. Okay, DT said we need 9 more likes, y'all. We almost at 100%. Y'all do right by me, please, 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 please. Okay, so anyway, I was just like really looking at the fact that this was literally something that meant something, and she still acted like a lady, which proves that Gizelle is no lady. That's no lady. So anyway, so then Alexia started attacking Marysol again and telling, like when we saw the tequila bottle, she was like, girl, my coffee was here. I saw it after I got here. So I know it was here. And so she's, arguing at her. Then she tell her, stop yelling. You're acting like Candace. And now you yelling. You say she yelling, but now you yelling. And that part, I feel like Marysol deserved it because she kept on with her microaggressions toward Candace, trying to get brownie points with Gizelle and Portia because you scary. Talking about, oh, you so loud. You're going to have to buy me a $5,000 hearing aid because you going to deafen me. Like, girl, please, everybody. And I was glad Candace called her old half drunk tail out too. Because she told her, girl, everybody at this table raising their voice, but it's only my voice that's bothering you. Girl, bye. Tell the truth because you mad. You done had all that surgery to be as slim as Candace, and all you ended up looking like was a Barker lounger. Like, let's really talk about what you're mad about. Let's talk about what you're mad about. See, Portia's a little bit bigger. Gizelle looking like she looking. You and Alexia, y'all want to be the surgery twins, and y'all over there looking like that. And they don't like Candace, and it's easy for you to pick on her and make little passive-aggressive comments and use your microaggressions and play into those stereotypes, talking about, oh, she's loud. It's nice and easy to call the black girl the loud one. Mind you, the other two black girls, they just as loud. You just scared of them. You just scared of them. That's all that is. So that went on. Then they get back to the house. Portia and Gizelle talking about they heading to a joint confessional. I'm like, a joint confessional? Okay, we get it. Then you get Leah back from the hospital with her viral infection, but she says she going to dinner either way. Candace tells her about Gizelle being bitter and mean with that alcohol bull crap. Like, really ain't nobody studying it. Gizelle is sitting up there complaining, talking about, well, none of the other ladies felt like I was being accusatory, and Portia was like, oh, you was definitely being accusatory. They were saying you weren't being accusatory because they don't want to get bullied too. Portia told you what it was and you laughed it off. And then both of them sitting up there still accusing Candace of being a thief. I didn't like it. I feel like it's nasty. Miss Sparkle in the house. All right. Tell them, Bianca, y'all, please hit the like button if you didn't already. If you just coming in, welcome. Hit the like button. Bitter T said all that work done, but she conserved that mountain ranger next. Right. Maybe she hanging on, for a rainy day. Hey, Angela Davis, you back for some more? Girl, I'm glad you here. So listen. Then they get, the dresses arrives, okay? Gizelle tried to get in hers, talking about it's too tight. It ain't too tight. You need to stop eating. Okay, now we all women. We know how it goes, especially once we hit the change, that hormonal weight gain is real. And she had fibroid issues. Like, we know, Gizelle, you just can't eat like you used to. You have to adjust how you eat. Like, girl, grow up. Like, this is life, okay? You on television. Them people got them dresses. They got your size from you before you moved, before y'all went over there to take that trip. So you knew you couldn't be on this trip eating. You knew better. Like, Gizelle too old for the stuff she do. So she complaining about hers is too tight, and she up there looking like she holding her breath. Pepsi gave Portia one of them crowns. It looked good on her. Marysol was scared of the jury because she's allergic to fake gold, which I understand. I spent the whole first half of my life. If I put on a fake earring, my ear would be itching and end up with bumps and sometimes bleed. So I understood her fear too. But they went ahead and got themselves together. The Salt Lake City cousins, big and small, they out there on the little porch patio or whatever, they talking, and the skinny cousin being fake. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I honor you. Blase squaze, and I'm sorry about my opinions, blah, blah, blah. The big cousin still was holding her feet to the fire like, yeah, because a lot of your opinions were not factual. Some little feather fell. They had their little fake moment. Mind you, Heather still in the confessional like, girl, we're going to have some real talks and real apologies because that little feather wasn't it. So my only thing with her is, girl, why didn't you tell her that? But she went on, did the fake hug, whatever. This is they say, well, I can't stand Gizelle on Potomac, but I had a laugh at the poster with the Casa Azul ridiculous. I didn't laugh. I was like, why is it every time people try to sit down and have a nice time, she got to bring that wet blanket? Queen of Wheat say these heifers are just as tacky and tasteless as the day is long. Oh, yes, they are. Yes, they are, Cream of Wheat. Yes, they are. I wasn't feeling it. So they did their little corny bad weather twin thing. They twirling around talking about the tornadoes and something. It looked stupid. Candace laughed at them. They had their moment. They gets on the sprinters. Once again, when they get in the sprinter vans, why is it, y'all, Candace and them is always on the fun van, and then you got the miserable old stale bitter Betty van? I would not have wanted to been on that bitter Betty van for nothing in the world. You couldn't have paid me to get on the bitter Betty van. Hey, Velvet Brown, I couldn't have. Ain't no way in hell I could have got on the goddamn bitter Betty van. These heifers, okay, look, listen, the fun sprinter, they up there doing karaoke. The Salt Lake City twins, corny behinds, talking about they gonna do choreography. Candace looking at them crazy like, y'all doing choreography? Girl, they up in there playing Candace music. They dancing in the van. They juking back. They arm twirling. You know, they having fun. Girl, you get over to the bitter Betty van, the angry sprinter. I say, man, god dang. You get over there with them tired heifers. It probably was stank on there. They were so miserable. Alexia having a fit because she don't want Marysol talking about her zodiac sign. Some people, you know, they enjoy talking about stuff like that and noticing similarities and personality traits that do kind of line up with the zodiac. So what if that's what she want to talk about? And Marysol just a doormat, but you want to pick on Candace. Sitting up there talking about, well, she don't like it when I talk about the zodiac or whatever. And Lexia like, yeah, because she want to blame that on everything. If that's how she feel, let that girl feel how she feel. God dang. Mick Jagger, leave that girl alone. So anyway, then she want to talk about, you know, we've been in the same room. They've been fussing back and forth. Production did show that. Alexia was like, you know, oh, Marysol, don't stick up for me. Girl, you around here fighting the world. What the hell you need her to stick up for you for? You got the jawline of every superhero I ever seen in the world. Now, all of a sudden, you need somebody to stick up for you. Stop it. She want to fight. Now she want to fight Marysol. And Gizelle steady pushing up the fight because, you know, she nasty. All she want to see is somebody fighting. Then she talking about, you know, Marysol, everything can't be humorous. You can't just drink cocktails and have fun all the time. Why the hell not? So basically, what I got from that conversation and that exchange on the angry sprinter is that I'm mad at you because I want to fight the whole world, and you want to drink cocktails and have fun and be humorous. I want you to stop having fun and being humorous. Stop enjoying yourself. Stop enjoying your cocktails. Come over here and fight people with me. That girl don't want to do that. I'm just saying, she don't want to do that. She do look like Mick Jagger. She got the moves like Jagger. Listen, I have never watched one. This is the first one I watched all the way through. And she does have a jawline of every superhero I ever seen. But now she wants somebody to help her fight the world. Girl, stop fighting the world. Bitter T said Gizelle used to serving her evil with pretty. And she not realizing her pretty card maxed out, declined, and closed. Now she just evil. Baby, they cut that card up. They cut that whole up. Not Gizelle. Elle say she sounds jealous because she boring. Boring and angry. Boring and angry. Just running around here mad. I ain't even know. Nobody never even told me Mick Jagger was a supervillain. Ain't nobody told me. Velvet Brown say love the real talk about these housewives. Seanitra keeps facts. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. So that went on. Then they get over there to the place. Child, it was so pretty. It looked like something like one of the little Southeast Asian fairy tales. I like watching some of their stories, even the ones with subtitles, because I love the costumes and the set design be so like ethereal. It really looked like something out of a storybook. It was super, super, super cool. So they get on the little ferry, but it's one of them with the rope. that take you across the lagoon. So they got it operated rather than oaring or like paddling. They pull the rope and they pull them to the other side. So they rode across on the little rope drawn ferry, child, and got over there to the little pagoda and sat down. If you call that a pagoda, it looked like a pagoda to me. I don't know. I'm not Asian, never have been, but that's what it looked like to me. They went over there and sat down, and I do mean sat down. They was, everybody fixed up and enjoying themselves. They started bringing out little hors d'oeuvres and stuff, giving them time to order. It was just so nice to see. The whole scene was just so nice. Everybody enjoying themselves. Leah was like, she was glad she made it. Portia came with this fake sisterhood toast. Girl, you don't care nothing about no sisterhood. You so fake and phony. Then Leah was like, Gizelle talking about, Leah, did you miss us? Steady trying to stir mess. Can't stand for nobody to be happy. There go my other Deborah Randall. Hey, girl. I'm telling you. So anyway, then Leah was like, yeah, she actually did miss him, which is cool. Whitney was like telling everybody, child, I got real high last night. And apparently when her and Candace was talking, it came out that Leah was as high as she was because she had smoked the whole blunt by herself before she smoked with Candace. So Whitney is Smoke Doggy Dog is who Whitney is. Okay, she's been promoted to Smoke Doggy Dog. That's Smoke Dog. Not to be confused with Snoop Dogg, even though they both smokes a whole lot of the devil's lettuce. Okay? Here come Mick Jagger. Y'all hold on a second. Let me get a little swig of water because I got to go. I got to lubricate my throat for this one. Okay, I'm ready. Yeah, this one requires a little bit of throat lubrication. Hey, Candy R. This heifer says, you're so liberated. She tried to play it off like she was giving her a compliment, but it was a backhanded compliment. You so liberated. I just kept thinking like you have children and, your children, when they see you, what are they going to think? Because, your children are 9 and 12 years old and, and Portia was like, are you judging her? And yes, I had to lubricate my mind. Yes, just like the Tin Man on the Wheels, I had to lubricate my mind. So she was like, I'm not judging. Everybody was like, yeah, you kind of are judging. Then she talking about something, you was on the pole and that's all I was thinking was about your children. And baby, Leah for the win. Leah say, oh, y'all hoes wanted me to clock in. Let me clock in. Baby, Leah said, first of all, you was absolutely judging. You was married to a cartel member. I say, well, Lord. Then here come Leah talking about you throwing shade. And Leah was like, Alexia, Mick Jagger talking about you throwing shade. Baby, Leah said, everybody's throwing shade. Here y'all go. The minute somebody call you on your bullcrap talking about throwing shade, it ain't no goddamn shade. It is what it is. It is what it is. You was married to a whole cartel member, baby. Then she was in the confessional. Leah was throwing slugs, not shots, not shade, but slugs. She threw slugs. She talking about everything on your back was probably paid by somebody who had an overdose. And you up here judging this girl. I say, Leah, let me find out. Baby, Leah got a mouth on her. She went in. She clocked in. She said, okay, well, let me hit the time clock since this how y'all feel. Baby, Portia over there tried to get in. Portia, you might want to lean back, baby, before somebody tap you too. Because she was talking about, so how the cartel get in it? Hey, the cartel got in it when she married him. That part. But you up here judging this lady. That's exactly what you was doing. You wanted her to feel bad because she's enjoying herself. Hell, she didn't pass her children the blunt. They not even there. So if the girl want to smoke, she smokes. It is what it is. Let her raise her children like she raised them. Marysol wants to jump in. Talking about some, if you had respect for your family, you would not be on a pole on TV. Girl, how the hell you gonna tell somebody what they'll do if they ain't have respect for your family? And you sitting up here with your blood type absolute. How your children gonna feel about they drunk mammy on TV? How they gonna feel about that? They mammy is so drunk she tearing up her stomach and still can't stop drinking. How you think they feel about the fact that they mammy so drunk she wake up in the morning, need a screwdriver for breakfast? Hell, how did you feel about your mammy? Had to have so many fillers and stuff put in her face. She looked like she was melting like the witch on the Wizard of Oz. Like somebody sprayed her with a water hose. Them whores in Miami, real disrespectful, real out of pocket. Stay up out people's business. It was too much for me with Mick Jagger. I'm real sick of Mick Jagger. What your children feel about the fact that their mama is covered in couch leather? And then Leah showed up clock back in because she was like, and you the one with a son running around here kicking homeless people. And production put the headline on the screen. I say, your children out here kicking homeless people and you trying to tell somebody else how to raise their children? Mick Jagger, is you trying to tell people how to raise their children and your children is out here kicking homeless people? Oh, Mick Jagger. Oh, we don't want the moves like Jagger. Not if your kids is kicking homeless people. I bet you the little skinny girl from Salt Lake, what's her name? Whitney, I bet you her children ain't gonna kick no homeless people. DT say Marysol and her blood type that reeks of martinis and screwdrivers. Baby, blood type absolute. Absolute. Yes, it's absolutely positive, honey, because she gonna sip it every day, all day. Every day, all day. That's why I said Candace should have gave her the lady boy name of Miss Minnie Cocktails, because that's what the hell she is. Say they should give Marysol an IV, a screwdriver. What's sad is they can give you vodka IV. They can give you an alcohol IV. Like if she go to the hospital and have to have surgery and can't drink, and she get the DTs, they can give you an IV of alcohol just so you can quit trembling on the surgery table. And for those who don't know, DTs are delirium tremors. That's what happens to people who are alcoholics when they have alcohol dependency and they are forced to stop drinking. And I believe I saw her with the tremors when they told her she couldn't drink. I believe that whore has delirium tremors. Don't get me to guessing and diagnosing and whatnot. You say Alexia and that son is vile. I don't know what's wrong with Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger used to be cool back in the 80s. Velvet said, I remember that her son did get arrested, all that. You got a whole jailbird for a kid. Ain't none of my children been to jail, ho. But yours have. I'm just saying, Queena, you a nurse. You know she looked like she got the DTs. You know it. Debbie Garcia say, Leah said, I got that IV and better now, ready to play this shade game. Okay. Leah said, oh, I'm straight. Leah told Candace she had a solid bowel movement and everything. She ready for the world. Say, I forgot Alexia's son was kicking homeless people. Yes. Oh, you got to go watch it. You got to go watch it, boo. Bitter T say Marysol just getting a head start on the embalming fluid. Baby, if that's the case, she gonna be mummified. Mummified. I know. That's why all the snipers come over here. You know, great minds think alike. Right, Evie. Mick, how you get like this? When you got like this? Mick Jagger used to be one of the coolest clear boys in the game. Not all of a sudden, when Mick Jagger make a comeback, this what we get. This what we get. This is the Mick Jagger nobody wanted. Ain't nobody want this Jagger. Nobody. I speak for everybody when I say this is not the Jagger anybody wanted. Okay? And Gizelle was was trying to stop Candace because Candace was like, girl, you've been on the screen drinking all day. You can't be saying that. So Gizelle was like, no, she put her foot in it. Let her finish. And she talking about, I didn't put my foot in nothing. Marysol, that is. You did put your foot in something. Then Gizelle gonna try to shade the skinny cousin in the confessional, talking about if she want to smoke in front of the kids or whatever, if that's how she doing it, let her do it. That girl ain't said nothing like that. Gizelle, you need to worry about the fact that your children think you're an idiot. And they apparently think you nasty because they saw you rubbing your face with a foot rag in the nail shop. Let's talk about the fact that if your children don't dress you, you're going to walk around looking like you colorblind. Let's talk about the fact that by the time your children leave from that she shed in the middle of the woods, you're going to be doing good to get them little girls to come back home to visit. And the fact that your children is completely embarrassed of you without reefer. All them heifers was out of line. All them whores was out of line. So anyway, they go over there to do the little festival on the water. They got the light stuff and talk the stuff and float stuff on the water. But Pepsi come floating across on the little fairy child with his traditional wear on, his little native wear, honey. And he was holding the bottle of that goddamn Casa Azul. I guess he said, I went all around the island for you to find this. He said, for peace for everybody. And she like, oh, you did this for me. No, he did this because he tired of hearing your goddamn mouth. He say he tired of hearing your mouth. Bitter T say, no, Gizelle don't see color. She can't. She can't. Is she? I'm saying she look like she is. If she ain't colorblind, she look like she get dressed every day with her power turned off. But anywho, he handed her a bottle. He said, for peace for everybody, child. So Candace was like, child, y'all up here rewarding demon behavior. Candace didn't want her to have another bottle. Like, you up here acting a fool about over half drunk bottle of tequila. I hope they don't never give you another bottle. I feel like Candace was going to go back to Potomac and all the surrounding areas and buy every bottle of Casa Azul just so Gizelle couldn't get none. Candace was sick of Gizelle with that darn bottle, child. Dope boy Philippe, how you doing? I like your name. Where you from? Say, even I can dress myself fabulous. I know that's right. I know that's right. But Gizelle apparently cannot. DT say Pepsi need a raise after handling all them. Pepsi went through it. Pepsi was like, look, I'm going to comb this island. You going to get this bottle so you could shut the hell up. I think her asking Pepsi to enlarge that picture was the last goddamn straw. Oh, you from Atlanta? What? Atlanta in the house. I know that's right. Fulton County in the building. You say I love Pepsi, man. Pepsi was cool as hell. Pepsi, listen, when she asked him to enlarge that darn picture, I'm telling y'all, Pepsi had it. I think that was the last straw for Pepsi. Pepsi couldn't take no more. It wasn't no more Pepsi could take after that. And I don't blame Pepsi either. I don't blame him because Gizelle had really, really, really gone too far. If going too far was a person, it would be Gizelle. Like the line on people being messy, like that's not enough for her. She got to always do too much. I know that's right. Listen, everybody welcome over here, but I love folks from the South, especially if you rep in Florida and Georgia. You show enough welcome in here, okay? I'm one of your cousins from Florida, honey. You welcome. Mr. James say no. The last straw was when she bent over in front of that fan talking about his clean. Ooh, child. Or as the children say, ooh, chale. Ooh, chale. So listen. They did all that. They get over there to the water. Pepsi was trying to mend friendships, child. He gonna grab Candace and Gizelle first and take them over to the water. And I think that was Portia fake phony funky behind talking about, oh, he knows something. He know that y'all been bickering and arguing and won't let him have no peace in there. He know that. He's not stupid, unlike you, Portia. And so Gizelle talking about, I'm releasing the negativity in the group. Child, Candace still was like not having it. Talking about she praying for healing and for the people who was bullied and intentionally misunderstood. Child, then he pulls up Portia and Leah because he know they've been bickering and getting on his nerves. And then he pulled up Marysol. I almost called that girl Aerosol. Marysol and Alexia, Mick Jagger and Drinky Crow. Then they went to crying, talking about they still BFFs and Marysol missing her husband, child. Then the cousins came last and they said some, frou-frou fake stuff. They did that. Jen Bunny in the house. Say, hey, Georgia Peach here. Hey, girl. You say Portia need to buy a vowel. Yes, honey. And a brain. Don't leave that out. She gonna be needing that. So then they did that. They went to packing up. So Leah had to go get all mushy with Candace. Oh, I admire you so much. I bet you do, because you want to be like her. And then the fake cousins had on chicken mask or something, dancing around, still doing that stupid rhyme. I'm like, child, it wasn't cool the first time. It ain't cool now. The Miami girls is over there hugging, talking about their flights and drinking cocktails for 24 hours. Whitney and Alexia meet up downstairs at the table. That's the skinny cousin and Mick Jagger. Now they done met up at the table. So Mick Jagger, want to clean it up because ain't nobody get on her side. It's almost like she expected everybody to be on her side, jump on that girl at the table and judge her and call her bad mama because she having fun on a goddamn trip. Y'all supposed to been having fun instead of attacking people all the time, Mick. Anyway, talking about something, it wasn't judgment. It really came from a good place. No, it didn't. Talking about because I struggle with that, because I have a son and and I always struggle with wanting to do stuff, but I always think about my children and like, maybe I need to be more like you and then you could be more like me. And I ain't never smoked pot. I think she said pot. And then, but my son smokes. Well, what does that say? Okay, let's get the scorecard. Your baby smoking reefer, kicking homeless people, going to jail, but you the model mama. Girl, you need to check your scorecard. Something ain't right. My child that behaves the worst ain't never went to jail, ain't kicked no homeless people, and didn't even go get me no little illegitimate children. Didn't go do none of that. That's the worst that I got to offer. So I need Mick Jagger to go back and recheck why she thinks she's such a model mama. I just need somebody to explain that part to me. Okay? She and Whitney was like, I don't really know her like that. We ain't build no barn. I don't know if it's real, but I'm gonna accept her apology anyway. Then Pepsi came in, child. Let me go and put the StreamYard in the chat in case anybody's got an opinion. Because if you do, I want to hear it and what you think about these heifers and the bombshells and everything else. Okay. And Pepsi came in to say bye, child. He was finna cry because they gave him a card and a picture and looked like they gave him a little piece of change. They all dropped a little piece of change to show him some love, big old thank you and stuff. And he was finna cry. And then get this, at the end of everything, wait a minute, you say she only do cocaine because it's wholesale. Y'all cold-blooded in here. Dialogue sister say, don't forget being racist on the internet. Yes, that part too, all that. I didn't even know she did that, but I believe it. She looked racist in that house. I've been peeped her. I'm just saying she need to check herself while she thinking she the model mama. Yeah, Pepsi was too cute. He did earn his money and they did stress him out. Right, Elle? She gonna try to gaslight the whole audience? For real? That's right, y'all. Hit the link if y'all want to holler at me. Let me know what you think. So get this. Leah went and found the bottle, but guess who had it? The twins, the cousins, the fat one and the skinny one from Salt Lake. And they talking about, I think they said they had it in the shower or something. And then Heather, the fat one, talking about they so dumb. Like, in other words, y'all dummies should have known where to look. Talking about that's where you look if somebody done took some alcohol. So apparently this is something they do in Salt Lake City. This is a regular occurring thing. And you done said, oh no, we cleared Heather. But I think Candace stole it. You and Portia done sat up there and called another black woman a thief on national TV. And it was them two clear girls, them two corny clear cousins from Salt Lake with their chicken mask and all that took that half poured, half used up bottle. They been had that bottle. And Leah found it and was like, nah, Candace, you deserve this. And she do. Y'all done spent all the time calling her a thief and calling her names, perpetuating stereotypes, being nasty and toxic, vile whores. She did deserve that bottle. I would have broken it in front of them. I would have made it my business to break it in front of them. You got a lot of nerve. DT say Pepsi was crying tears of joy that he didn't have anything to do with this. Right. But the fact that they harassed and aggravated that man, so he felt like he needed to go ahead and find you a bottle just so you could shut up. Dana Cutler said, I want to thank you, my sister, for enduring that messy show, for I have been entertained. Your storytelling. Love you, sis, but I can't watch them clowns. Don't worry, I got you. This is the place to come. I give you the rundown, and you ain't got to worry about me leaving out nothing. Hey, high vibe. Debbie Garcia said, I died when Leah handed it to her. Child, listen. Yes. I was glad Leah went and found it because the other two would have kept it and wouldn't have never said nothing. Probably. Well, they had them on camera laughing at them, talking about let's go get a shot out of that bottle we took from Gizelle. They so dumb. I was just over it. I'm like, you done set up here and call another black woman a thief. And literally, them two clear girls that y'all thought y'all was playing, they played y'all. Because Gizelle and Portia thought for sure they were playing them girls. Oh, we gonna keep y'all fighting each other. We gonna keep literally thought they were playing them two little clear girls, them two little Hades from Salt Lake City. But in the end, them two little Hades from Salt Lake City played the hell out of them. Now that's what I saw. That is indeed what I saw. Right, Gizelle still ain't gonna apologize. No, because she's a trifling piece of trash. And if y'all recall at that table, when Candace was like, when it come out who took it, you need to apologize to everybody and buy everybody a bottle of that same stuff. Gizelle went to trying to talk over her because she didn't want to hear nothing about having to buy a bottle for everybody because you know she still got to fix up the she shed. High Vibes say, wait. So they hid the bottle from Gizelle. They did. Them two country cousins hid the bottle. They was working together. And neither one of them told you nothing. So she felt like she had successfully bullied all of the clear girls. That's why she was blaming Candace. You didn't successfully bully them. You tried to play them. And they were smart enough to realize what you are. They took it and then laughed about how dumb you are. Say Gizelle is an unwell soul. She is. And got played by the hayseeds from Salt Lake City. Deborah said, I heard on another channel, those two had the bottle and Leah stole the new bottle. Oh, you think Leah took the new bottle? Baby, if Leah took the new bottle, I'm going to pass that. Oh, my God. If she did, oh, my God. I don't know because she said, look what I found. She didn't say, oh, I went and took this from Gizelle. She said, look what I found. So I don't know. I don't know. But whatever happened, however it happened, I'm just glad that we saw who took the original bottle, who originally took that bottle, so Gizelle can look like the idiot she is. That's what I like. Now that's what I like. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me get y'all comments. So I never been to Salt Lake City, but child, it seems trashy. Those girls represent that city in a bad way. Baby, that might be the best that city has to offer. That might be the best they had to offer right there. Which is sad. Debbie Garcia say Heather says she watched every housewife show. She did say that. That she did. Oh. Oh my God, I just saw something that tickled me. Wait a minute. Here come DT, y'all.
Hi, Seanitra. Hello, Royal Family. How we all?
Hey, crazy. What you got to say about these foolish women?
Wow. Well,
What you say?
I,
Just
I'm
wow.
I'm so, I'm just so glad the series is over. Um, Portia pissed me off. Um,
Me
and
too.
I don't know if I I'm trying to still support her because I'll forever be Team Portia, but I'm just like I can't support you. I can't defend you.
Yeah, this is indefensible.
This is really indefensible. And hungry, hungry hippo and whimpering Willow Whitney. I just can't with him. Hungry, hungry hippo Heather was always a third wheel. Her marriage was an entire third wheel. So I wasn't
Ooh.
surprised she was third wheeling. So she was
Mm.
third wheeling from the very beginning. Whimpering Whitney. She was the. If there's one thing about Whimpering Whitney is uh she always acts meek, but she's actually um what is it? She's one of those wannabe meek clear housewives. You know,
She tried to
talking about
pull
her.
that wolf and she and stuff. And the thing is,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can tell
yeah.
that she's very nasty, vindictive, and just hateful. But what she does is she tries to pull that clear woman stereotype of, see, I'm so fragile, I'm so nice, girl. You a typical clear barracuda is what she is. She is a
Well, yeah,
barracuda.
definitely. She's a barracuda because she's one person to you, and then she's another person to another one. Giselle still looks like a Giselle looks like a fried koala bear.
Oh, now listen.
With her.
Now DC, you not okay. Please tell me you can at least give the Hayseeds from Salt Lake City props for playing Gizelle after she thought
Oh
she was
yeah, oh
playing.
yeah, oh yeah. I will give Tweedledee and Tweedledum their credits for playing
Yeah,
Giselle
they
because that
did that.
goes to show it goes to show how dumb Giselle is.
She's so stupid.
I was just like, oh my gosh, how dumb are you? For you to
And it
not.
didn't even make sense. Like literally, it would have to, if somebody did that to you, it would have to be someone who just wants to mess with you.
Well,
Candace
yeah,
wouldn't steal
exactly.
anything. Candace ain't never stole from you. Candace will tell you off and tell you about your mama, your neck, your ankles, your cankles, your back titties, your side titties. But she ain't finna steal nothing from you. As long as she been knowing that girl, she know that girl is not a thief.
Well, yeah, exactly. And you know, Candace just can't be bothered. Candace is just like, look, I don't care. But like, it goes to show how dumb Giselle is. It's just
Very.
like, oh my gosh, how do
Mm,
you like? How do you walk around acting like you're the queen bee of everything? See, this is why I think that entire series, Giselle was calculating. Oh, let's see how we can target Candace. It wasn't really about that bottle. It was about targeting Candace.
that's exactly what it was. But it's so funny because she went after Heather right off the muscle. Like soon as she walked in the door, just because the girl was friends with Jen Shaw. And it's so funny. You went after her. She kept pretending fake bowing down, and then you drag her like, okay, you're the alpha.
Yeah.
You're the alpha. Baby, that girl was like, I'm gonna send you on a trip and make you look stupid. And she did. And Gizelle obliged her and made herself look extremely stupid, like not regular stupid, real stupid. Shannon say, not
Uh,
today, not today ankles. Hey, DM Rocks say it was Heather, Whitney, and Leah danced to Candace's song in the van. That was the fun
it was.
sprinter. Okay, give me your opinion of the fun sprinter and the angry sprinter.
Um, you know, I agree with everybody else in regards to that. I'm just like, it's the fun sprinter was fun because people were enjoying themselves, and then we had the drama queens and the other sprinter. So I'm kind of like, yep, I agree with what everybody else is saying in regards
Did
to that. But
Did you notice, like, is it me or was it like the entire trip? Whatever sprinter Portia and Gizelle were in was the angry sprinter.
it was because Giselle is well, one thing about Giselle is she's gonna make it all about herself,
Mm.
and Portia's just gonna enable it. So of course it was just like it was going to be an angry and dramatic sprinter. But I must say I was like, oh my gosh, not Giselle obsessing over my cousin of a cousin of a cousin,
Oh, for
Jane
sure.
Shah. I was just like, my gosh, I might as well message my cousin of a cousin of a cousin right now and be like, hey, Giselle's just obsessing over you.
Right.
I was like, like
Hmm.
why is Giselle obsessing over her? I was like, oh my gosh.
It doesn't make sense.
It makes no sense. But
Mm-mm.
yeah, but yeah, every time I see Heather, I'll just be like, hungry, hungry hippo, hungry, hungry hippo, hungry, hungry hippo, hungry, hungry hippo.
Like I was actually able to tolerate her until she called those people country or armpit. I didn't like that. That was some disgusting,
But
real low class, clear trash, xenophobic American garbage to go to somebody else's place and not just enjoy their culture and what they bring. You got to make nasty derogatory statements. Like I wanted to slap
yeah,
the beat off of her.
but that's always been, humping Heather. What the thing about humping Heather is that she always says something without thinking. And that's been the entire time on Salt Lake City. That's why she's always in trouble. It's because she says something without actually thinking. And that was a pure example of that. It was just like, do you realize that you are in actually one of the most beautiful countries in the world?
Really?
And like,
Real
and it's
life.
like,
It's pretty.
and the fact that like you're calling it a country armpit, I was just like, oh, Heather, get yourself into trouble again.
Like how dare, but just the look when she looks like an armpit, like she is the physical
Oh
human
yeah,
embodiment of an armpit. And you call
and
these people beautiful country an armpit. You got a lot of nerve. That was giving Donald Trump
mm-hmm,
vibes circa crap hole countries. Like I didn't like it. I
yeah,
was feeling it.
yeah.
Like when I tell you I wanted to slap the cellulite and sourdough off that fat Pillsbury dough whore, I did.
And not just any ordinary armpit. She looks like the armpit, when you lift the arms up and there's like black, black, like
A
black,
discolored armpit.
discolored armpits.
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
saw when she called Candace a wet nurse. She was being a wet nurse for Leah, and I feel like she said that because she was angry that the girl was actually checking on Leah because she wanted to gang up with Gizelle and them too. She just never could because they kept picking on her big tail. Deborah say Gizelle
exactly.
brings the mood down. Fortunately, Portia and Candace have talked it out and they're friends now. That is good. But Gizelle is a mood killer. If y'all notice this whole trip, every time people were having fun, well, wait, stop right there. Stop right. I want to talk about something. Why do they have to stop
Yeah.
having fun because you want to ruin the mood? Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
But that's always been Giselle. Giselle always wants everything to revolve around her. And if it's not going to be around her, she'll make it,
Mm-hmm.
revolve around her. That's why people are getting put off by Potomac. It's nobody else but her.
Yeah. And you know what's bad? It's one thing to want to be the center of attention, but you should be concerned when the only attention centered around you is negative.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
You're
And it's
never the life of the party. You're never the
yeah,
person that people are like, oh, there go my girl. Let me try to get close to her. Like, child, I know we're gonna have a good time because she showed up. Ain't nobody ever said that when they saw Gizelle walk in the room.
well, yeah. Everybody looked at Giselle and was like, "Oh, here we
Yep,
go.
like, uh,
Here comes negative Nancy."
here comes this moldy wet blanket. Here comes this sweaty gym sock. She's just a sweaty gym sock of a girl. Just
Not a
oh
sweaty gym sock.
yes.
She looks like a dirty jock strap.
She looked like a dirty something, and I'm sick of her and sitting up calling herself suntan Barbie. You need to call yourself dusty and musty Barbie because that's what you are.
Well, yeah,
Just
definitely. I'm just
ugh.
yeah. I'm just
And
like,
I'm
ugh.
and I still have questions about that wig. Like, where did you even find do in the chat? Do they still make those wigs, or is that a vintage wig? Like, where would you even find a wig like that these days?
It looks like it
That's
was
one of
bought
them
in
wigs where
Thailand.
you just put nah. That's one of them. That's one of them wigs. That's the wig the hooker from Car Wash had. That's one of them wigs where you put 3 plaits on your head and just slap that whole home. I just know she had 3 plaits up underneath that wig. I know she did.
Did you say the wig that was from the hooker from college?
Yeah, from the hooker from Car Wash. You remember the hooker from Car Wash when washed herself in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that hooker from Car Wash wig. That's what it is.
I mean, she may have bought it at Habitat for Humanity.
Or the Salvation Army, or she had it from circa
Yeah.
1977. She got that wig from back there. That's one
Because
of
it
the
looked
original.
real. Yeah, because it looked really synthetic. I was just like,
It looked like a
oh,
helmet. They don't make wigs like that no
yeah.
more. Them girls got wigs when they have a part in their wig. It looked like it's coming out their scalp. That wig
Mm-hmm.
looked like something that the Shaolin monks wear. That
What
wig
the
looked
shit?
like Chain Cane.
Oh no, not the Shaolin monks.
Yes, like she gonna tell the grasshopper to take a pebble from her hand. She looked like she can be somebody's sensei in that wig, and I'm disturbed by it. Y'all know them wigs be bothering me. Take that thing
Yeah,
off.
you know that wig actually might look like when European aristocrats back in the 1700s, they used to like do their hair and then they put a wig on top of their hair to make it tussle higher. It looks like it was one
Oh,
of those wigs that came from the
you mean them old powdered wigs?
yeah. It looks very powdered to me.
It could be now. It could be. You know, those were the wigs that had knits in them. They used to have to pick the knits out of the
Yeah.
wig. I believe she looked like she'll pick a knit or two. She looked
Um,
like she'll pick a knit or two.
maybe pick it and eat it.
Ew, you know she nasty. Anybody who will rub a foot rag in their face, you know she nasty. Now I almost said she wouldn't, but she might. Deborah Randall said, "I'm hoping next season on Potomac, Candace and Karen never let up off Jizzy and Robert." I don't think they are. I think it's gonna be a rough ride. That's the only reason I'm halfway willing to watch. Plus, they bringing in another beautiful black lady with education and
Yes.
with a handsome and accomplished husband, and I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
yes, yes,
I was like, we
Lord,
love to see it. We love
my
to see
soul,
accomplished.
my
We love to see
soul
accomplished.
says yes. In the words of Suge Avery, if I were you, I would say yes. Speak, Lord, speak to me. Because I was like, we need some of this.
Oh yes,
Educated,
definitely.
accomplished, and black. Yes. Bring it now. Cause see, Candace, I can't shout for her because she got that little dirty, dingy clear man in her house, but I can shout for them other two.
Not
Yes.
Christina.
That little dingy clear man with all them children and baby mamas and our and child support checks that he got to pay out. You know, I don't really
Mm-hmm.
like that. You know, if she go get her somebody accomplished, okay, then I can shout. You say, I'm her man. Who man? Who man? You Candace
No.
man? Oh, you Gizelle man. You gonna get I don't know if you want to do that one, dope boy for leak. I don't know now. You
I
know,
mean, if you want to, I mean, if you're
let me
really
ask
in
you
the mood to,
let me ask you
I'm,
this, nephew. Is you got some WD-40 in the trunk of your car? Because you're going to have to oil them hip bones up if you plan on opening anything. That's all I'm saying.
I
That's
mean,
right.
if you,
Speak to me.
I mean,
But
if you really want to burn your hands
he might not burn his hands, but he going to definitely need some WD-40 and a crowbar
from
to get
touching her flamethrower, then go by all means, go ahead.
DT, he got to first get in there to find out if it's a flamethrower. So that's why I say he going to need some WD-40 and a crowbar. Lord, dope boy Felice say, oil up. A-Town say no. That's what I'm talking about. I love my Atlanta folks, boy. Y'all so authentic. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Lord, he say, or spill. Yes,
Not
now.
oil.
You better tell him, dope boy Felice. You gonna grease him up. I know that's right. Grease her up. Yes, now. Hey, listen, you gotta slide some oil to her. Slide some oil to her. Danger. Watch it back. Woo! Listen, she a little stiff now. You might have to go ahead and put some elbow grease on it.
Oh
Jen,
yeah, definitely.
I wish Candace would have got her a better caliber of clear man. I'm just saying. Yes, God, get somebody you ain't got to pay
Mm-hmm.
their child support. They'll say, I don't think you want that hot box. Look, that boy say he ready for it. Through the fire, to the limit, right down to the limit, to the fire, to whatever, to the fire. to the limit. Hey, Shannon say, like the Tin Man in the Wiz, slide some more to me. Yes, sir. He
Yes.
said, get all that. Listen, y'all leave my nephew alone. Don't be trying to discourage him. He say he got the oil, the crowbar, the ratchets, the tools. He even got a winch. He can winch that leg up out the way. You let my nephew go on there and do what he need to do. Okay?
Yeah. I'm just gonna encourage him and go forth.
That's right. Get you a hazmat suit. Get your WD
Yes.
40. You know what I'm saying? Get you a brake bar. You know how when you trying to turn the lug nuts on the tie and it's tight, you got to
Yep.
get you a fence post to give you a little
Yep.
leverage. You call that a brake bar. You understand?
Yep.
Get you a
You
brake
know.
bar. Get your oil. Coca-Cola get the rust off stuff too. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Put on your hazmat suit. Don't go up in there without a hazmat suit. And
Yep.
you know,
Don't
go for
forget your
what
masks and your goggles.
yes. And then through the fire to the limit. Hey, through the fire, through whatever, through the fire, to the limit. Hey, do
Oh
what you
my
gotta do.
gosh.
Listen, it's somebody for everybody, it's a lid for every pot. Somebody
Exactly.
got to be brave enough to go through the fire.
Well, yes, exactly. And if I was, and Pepsi, I just feel so sorry for Pepsi. I was just like, Pepsi, I want to give
Yo.
you a hug.
Yo, but Pepsi is the real OG, triple OG, because he hung in there with them heifers. They gave him a little cash, a little chang-a-lang. And then,
Mm-hmm.
he was happy to see them heifers go. They talking about, we wish we could take you with us. You ain't see Pepsi now time. I wish I could go with y'all. Pepsi was like, get the hell up out.
He's like, I don't want to see any of you again. Go
And
home. Go home.
lying. He said, if y'all ever miss me, open up your refrigerator and pop a can of Pepsi. I say, you better tell Pepsi. Listen,
Exactly. Yes, Shani,
Pepsi
I
the
said.
dog.
Yes, Shani, I said. Don't forget the goggles.
Don't
Because
forget the goggles
protect your eyes. Protect your eyes is just as important as protecting your lips.
and protect your neck because we know
Yes.
who we dealing with. Yes, God, but don't y'all discourage my nephew. He say he wants to. He say he
he
ain't
wants a
scared.
yes.
He
He
on
wants a
his
piece of Alf.
listen here. He on his bone crusher. He ain't never scared. Okay? He gonna go pop the trunk and get that WD-40. Bitter T say Pepsi aged like Obama pre and post presidency in a week. He did. And Portia's stupid butt gonna talk about Pepsi. You done lost weight. Are we stressing you out? You know y'all stressing Pepsi out. Let me find out. Let me find out. That's how Simon lost that weight. She done aggravated the weight off the man.
Well,
Not tonight. Whoop. That's the sound of the hey man, do what you gotta do, child.
whoop whoop.
That's the sound of the beast, okay? But anyway, y'all crazy. Y'all ain't finna have me up in here clowning all night. Kai was in here, but Kai done left. I wonder where she went. Hold on. Don't put your address out there. Listen, nephew, it's some lonely women on the internet. They'll be done slid up on you and brought their own WD-40. Like, come here. I need you to help me open something. Don't put it out there like that. They be done slid up on you.
Exactly.
Shannon say, in the words of the rapper Yellow Wolf, don't make me pop the trunk on you. I'm trying to tell you. Say I'm in danger. Yes, God. Do you know how? Listen, nephew. Do you know how many lonely, desperate old ladies is on the internet right now? This young boy talking about he ain't scared to crack open a rusty hip. You child, please. There'll be they'll convoy on you. They'll have a whole got doggone carpooling.
You'll have an
Your
entire military infantry. You'll have an entire military infantry turning up to your house.
Listen,
with WD 40s.
DT, they'll be done rented a Sprinter van and roll up on that child. Now, don't y'all go
Exactly.
bother my nephew.
They come with flags and all.
Marie say, well, I need Portia to aggravate me for 2 weeks and I can get a jump start on this weight loss. Oh, she can't
Me too.
aggravate me. No, don't
Not
let that heifer
puppet.
bother me. That's right. Listen, all of them will be done slid up on you and tried to pop the trunk. All of them running, be chasing and beating down your door with that WD-40. Mm-mm. WD-40 in one hand, icy hot in the other. Shannon say,
Ah!
my stretches, my hip is good. Lord have Shannon, don't you bother that child. You leave that child alone. Lord have
Exactly. You know, let them be. Let
that's
them
right.
be.
I just gave y'all the PSA yesterday about bothering these young people. Y'all leave these young folks alone. Go jump in the ring with a
Exactly.
young man if you want to. Come out with your hip out of socket. Don't come over here because I'm going to clown you. I'm going to roast you for an hour. Don't y'all get in no ring with no young man. Y'all better leave that mess alone. Play with men your age.
Exactly.
Mess
Yeah,
around
stick
and
to
get
them
your
in your age.
mess
Stick to
around.
your age.
Go to the doctor and find out you got a slip disc and a dislocated hip. Be done sprung your ankle and fracture your foot. You better leave them cheering long.
Exactly. You're gonna walk around limping the whole entire month, and everybody's gonna be asking you, "What happened?" And then you don't want to tell
Yes.
them the full story, so you're just like, "I just fell down the stairs."
Thank you. Over there bothering them children. You better leave them young folks alone. You better leave them young folks alone because I'm telling you, if you come back up in here talking about you in a full body cast, just know I'm a clown you.
Exactly. And I do
One
not want to
straight
hear
out.
the. And I do not want to hear dating a younger man makes me feel young again.
Child, look
Are
here.
those
It ain't
shorts?
gonna Nah, DT, it ain't gonna make them feel young. It's gonna make them feel like they in traction at the emergency room. Oh, see, listen, you know I'm always telling y'all, me and daddy is old together. We got mentholated love.
Yeah,
Neither one of us can't hurt nobody. We both old together. These
exactly.
women in here see these young men playing around and saying stuff, and they get all excited.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see, look at her. Now she talking about, I said my hip is okay. I ain't said nothing about my back. Slow your roll. That's why you better slow your roll. Miss Ryan, slide up on one of them young men if you want to. I'm telling you, I'm going to have jokes. I ain't going to have nothing but jokes. Come slide back up in here
Mm-hmm.
talking about you in a full body cast. See what happens. Leave
Being a
them
frequent
children
guest at
alone.
the emergency response ward.
Thank you. I think, yeah, look here. What the thing's called? A life alert. You better have a life alert
Yep.
around your neck where you
Yep.
can mash that button.
And be like, beep, beep, beep.
No, DT, the life alert, that's that button that automatically call the ambulance for your tail.
Yeah.
That's the one you're going to need up here bothering people cheering. You better leave them people cheering alone. I don't care.
Exactly. Exactly.
You better be grown enough to know that's a child and leave them cheering alone.
You know, as someone once wisely said, actual age, not your shoe size.
Thank you. In memory of Prince. Yes. Actual age, not your shoe size. Baby, we could do the tour. Lord, I miss Prince. Lord, why you had to take him like that, God? Look at
I know.
everybody who gone. Think about it. Barry White gone, DMX gone, Prince gone, Michael Jackson gone, Tupac gone. Like, can you imagine if the Lord let them sing their music in heaven? What kind of concerts would be going on up there?
Oh my gosh, that would be the best concert ever.
Man, you got Otis Redding up there. You got Wilson Pickett up there. Man, look. Oh my God. The show was hell. Marvin Gaye is up there.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if he let them do one show for one night? Please don't let them do it till I get there. Please don't
Exactly.
let them do it till I get there. And then save me a seat. That'll be a
Mm-hmm.
heck of a show, man. A heck of a show. Mm,
Exactly. No, I would. Yeah, that would be the best show ever. I would be like, I'll be singing along.
that's right. Oh, singing. You talking about screaming, hollering, and crying.
Yes.
I would not be calmly singing nothing if I could hear Prince Rogers Nelson one more time sing Purple Rain. What? Only
Exactly.
want to see you standing in that purple rain. Purple rain. Purple rain. Listen,
Purple
I've been
rain.
blasting Prince all day over here, okay? Y'all don't even understand. Yeah, Deborah, Luther up there too. Luther gone too. Everybody up there jamming. Hey, Dora.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all, please misspell your cuss words. Y'all can cuss, but just don't spell it right, okay?
Yes. Yes.
Shannon say
It's
my friend
especially
just
yeah.
passed away last month. I know she up there, the apartment with all of them. She's a Brooklynite and Biggie and Pac, and I know she up there bugging out with them. I sure hope so.
Leah, Lisa
So I
Lefty
can't put,
Lopez.
I can't put everybody in heaven. I don't know who went and who didn't, but if they went, I sure hope I get to see them. Oh, see, Queen Me want to hear When Doves Cry. I want to hear Purple Rain and Adore You, and I want to hear Musicology. I want him to just sing everything. Just sing every hit you ever made. Little Red Corvette, Raspberry Beret. I want to hear everything. Just all of it. Sing everything. Till I pass out. Bitter T said we'd be speaking in tongues. I don't think the Lord gonna let us play that music up there. I don't think he gonna let us. I do better. But it would be cool though. I'm just saying, Lord, if one time you want to let them just do it one time for the one time, just don't let them do it until I get there. Or like record it and see the playback. When I get there.
And put the playback on repeat.
Well, yeah, I don't know about the repeat. Just maybe if it ain't too much, it would be cool. I ain't trying to say nothing blasphemous, but if you could let us hear it one time up there, that would be straight. Or record it and just drop the tape so we can watch it down here. That'd be cool.
Exactly.
Said, Trust, I know she up there with my mother too, because my friend was a good person, great heart, and a bomb hairdresser. I mean, your friend. I'm just talking about them rappers. I don't really know, but I sure wish the Lord would let them people perform one time and just drop the mixtape down here. Just drop it. You know what I'm saying? We can make the copies, Lord. We can handle the copies. If you could just, I don't mean no harm. Cream of Wheat says, Seanitra, what you talking about? I say that all the time. I see you, sis. Okay. Man, like so many greats are gone. And then we stuck down here with the likes of Got Doggone, Uzi Vert, and Chris Brown. And these people are still here. R. Kelly's still breathing, and Prince is gone. Like, I'm still trying to rip, right. He need to leak the audio. Thank you, nephew. Leak the audio, Jesus. Jesus, you was down here with us. You know how it is down here. We need entertainment. Leak the audio.
Exactly.
If you don't mind.
It's not as entertaining as it used to be.
Yeah, it's worse down here. It's dirty, Lord. The water nasty. The ground messed up, Lord. They trying to kill us. They done made the money almost completely worthless, Lord. They trying to kill our children. They done gave us diseases. Then tried to give us a fake jab that was experimental. You see what they doing. They want us to eat bugs, Lord. They trying to take our property, our cars, and everything. If you could just drop that tape, that would be the bomb. That would be the bomb. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
It's been held down here since you left. Could if you would. Shannon said, I saw Luther at Radio City Music Hall back in the day. That concert was a good old concert. Child James Brown up there too. Ooh. Hey. Man. Say, who's the youngin' that be patting himself down real fast? I don't know who be patting himself down real. Only young person in here is Philippe. Philippe, who be patting himself down? Week say I want to hear Diamonds and Pearls. Oh, child, that's my song. That's me and Daddy's song right there. And Alphabet Street. I know that's right. Don't forget 1999. Dora say I almost beat my son when he was little when he asked if Prince was gay. Thank God for my son that his father was home to stop me. I know that's right. Listen, we was talking about that earlier, DT. That was the only man that could wear a mean perm, skin tight clothes, lace, high heel shoes, and butt out pants. And we ain't never feel no way about it.
Yep, and pull it off. And pull it off really well.
Yes, sir. And ain't nobody feel no type of way. Look, I'm finna get off here and play me some more Prince. That's what I'm finna do.
Exactly. And I'm gonna go find myself a Hungry Hungry Hippo game so I can sing Hungry Hungry Hippo, Hungry Hungry Hippo.
I know that's right. Alita, thank you so much for the cash out. My sis sent me some margarita money. Yes. Yep. Diamonds and Pearls kiss. Yep. Well, look, I'm gonna go. DT, I appreciate you. I really, really love you for hanging with me, man. You the bomb. You're the bomb.
Thank you, Seanitra. Likewise. All right, I'm
All
going to drop
right.
back down to chat.
Okay, boo.
All right.
All
Okay.
right.
Bye.
Bye. So y'all listen. We done had us a couple of kikis and kakas talking about this show. This is the finale for real this time. This is it. This is all. Ain't no more Ultimate Girls Trip with the Lord of the Rings, Candace, Portia, Drinky Crow, Mick Jagger, the fat and the skinny cousin from Salt Lake. This is it. That's all. I appreciate y'all. Look, I'm gonna try to come back tomorrow. Now, I will say this: if some more gossip jump off tonight, we coming back to get on the porch tonight. So y'all know what it is. Just be on alert. If you see a message or alert or a memo or a text, if you want a text notification squad and you get a text, just know if some gossip jump off, we coming back on this doggone porch. You already know. Okay. But I want y'all to go ahead and enjoy the rest of your day. Get something to eat. If you're going out, be safe. If you party in the night, remember, be safe, be responsible. If you get a drink and you feel yourself leaning, call a Uber. If you ain't got it, you see my contact information, holla at me. I don't want to hear no stories about y'all later, okay? So please, if you didn't hit the like button on the way in, I'm gonna have to ask you as nicely as I can to hit the like button on the way out. Make sure you hit the notification bell and be sure to click all so you'll know every time we go live over here on this good porch. And also subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And last but not least, if you want to join channel membership, if you want to be a part of the royal family so we can celebrate your birthday and you can come to our virtual parties with us, please, there's a join button underneath the video and a membership link in the description box of this video. Thank y'all so much for being here. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. And remember, if nobody else says it to you, darling, God loves you, I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. We'll talk later. Bye, y'all.